good to have you here on WKYT News. You know, you don't realize how important one is until you need it, and we're talking about first aid kits.
Nicole, Peritore, UK family health specialist, is here with more. Thanks for coming in. Glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Nicole, why is it important to have those things, you know, in one place? Not that you have the Band-Aids maybe in one room and you may have other items somewhere else.
Absolutely. I think that happens to a lot of us. You know, you kind of pick and choose Band-Aids, Neosporin, whatever you need, and you kind of stick it in a drawer here. Well, you never know in an emergency, and if you really truly have an emergency, having a kit in one place that everybody knows where it is, everybody knows where to go to get it, makes things a lot easier for taking care of the problem. And that way you can focus on fixing the problem.
Which is really a great thing. That's what you want to do. How often should you go back to that first aid kit and check it to make sure it has the things in it that you need?
I kind of function it as the same as checking the battery in your fire alarm. So every 6 months, when you have that calendar change, that's a great time to go back, make sure you have what you need in it. And a first aid kit like this has a little bit of everything. I was actually looking at it before. It even has antacid in it. But you don't necessarily need something like that. You can have a shoebox that has Band-Aids, any kind of ointment, or any kind of thing that you would need.
But you do want to check it just to be sure that the supplies have not dwindled. You know,
not
the kids,
dwindled.
Maybe the kids went and got more Band-Aids than you realized.
Yes, yes. So we do talk about everybody knows where those kit is, where those items are. If you do have children that are prone to using Band-Aids, you may need to check it more often than that to make sure you have everything that you need. But definitely at least twice a year, you should check in, make sure you have everything.
What are some items that you need to include in it that you might not think about?
Well, there's a couple things. One is scissors. Absolutely is something that you should include. If you can get a first aid manual, that can be very helpful. And I also always like to put a blanket with the first aid kit. It's obviously not going to fit in there, but in a true emergency, having that blanket can be really helpful.
Important to teach the kids 911 as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
As soon as they can start learning and recognizing numbers, talking about what 911 is and how important it is to call it in an emergency.
Good to take the kit along with you if you're traveling?
Absolutely. I always take mine. I pack it in the car with me when we go on any type of travel. I would say even as far as 30 minutes away, if you're going hiking, especially if you're enjoying any type of weather outside, it's good to have that with you.
The Extension Service website is on our screen and has all kinds of information. And remember that there is an Extension office in every county in
Absolutely.
Kentucky, right?
We have Extension offices in all 120 counties, and we are happy to help at any time.
With great information. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.